How to manifest your ideal partner. Get crystal clear on what you want. If you don't know what you're looking for, how the hell will you find it? Write down the qualities, values, and energy your ideal partner brings to the table. Be specific. No more settling for just anyone. Start acting like the person you want to attract. You want someone confident. Be confident. Want someone kind. Be kind. Stop waiting for them to show up. Become the version of yourself that your ideal partner would fall for. Fix your mindset first. If you believe all the good ones are taken or love never works out for me, guess what? You're right. Change your damn story. Start saying my ideal partner is already on their way to me. Drop the desperation. Love isn't going to knock on your door if you're giving off needy energy. Confidence is magnetic. You don't need someone, you choose someone. Big difference. Stop tolerating bare minimum energy. No more chasing people who don't match your effort. No more excusing bad behavior. Raise your standards and people will either rise to meet them or fall away. Either way, you win. Visualize, but then take action. Manifesting isn't just sitting on your couch daydreaming about the one. You got to put yourself out there. Try new activities, meet new people, and say yes to life. Let go of past baggage. You can't attract new love if you're still dragging around old heartbreak. Forgive, release, and make space for something better. Stop carrying dead weight. Trust divine timing. You're not late. You're not behind. Love shows up when it's meant to, but only if you keep showing up for yourself in the meantime. Make yourself a priority. The healthier, happier, and more fulfilled you are on your own, the easier it is to attract someone amazing. Confidence and independence, total game changers. Act like it's already happening. Stop saying if I find them and start saying when I meet them. Walk around with the energy that you already have an incredible love story unfolding. Because you do. Now go out there and start acting like the person who's about to meet the love of their life. Because you are. You can't just say, I want a good partner. That's vague, and the universe doesn't work with vague. You need to get crystal clear on what you want. Imagine you're placing an order at a restaurant. Would you tell the waiter, just bring me some food? No, you'd say exactly what you want, how you want it cooked, and what sides you want. Love works the same way. Sit down and write it out. What does your ideal partner look like, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually? How do they treat you? How do they handle stress? Are they funny, kind, ambitious? Do they love deep conversations or thrive on adventure? Get specific about the kind of relationship you're calling in. Too many people say, I just want someone who loves me. But here's the thing, someone can love you and still be the wrong person for you. You don't just want love, you want healthy, aligned, fulfilling love with a person who matches your values and energy. Be intentional about what you're asking for. If you don't define what you want, you'll keep attracting the same type of people by default. Ever notice how some people date the same toxic partner over and over again? That's because they never stop to consciously decide what they actually want. They're running on autopilot. And no, this isn't about making a shallow list of requirements. It's not about must be over 6 feet tall or needs to have a 6-figure salary. Those things won't matter when life gets real. Instead, focus on who they are at their core. How do they make you feel? How do they show up when things get tough? What's their outlook on life? It's also about energy. What kind of vibe does this person bring into your life? Do they make you feel safe, excited, and at peace all at once? Do they challenge you to grow in the best way? Can you be 100% yourself around them? That's what matters. Write it all down and then read it back to yourself. Does it feel true to you? Do you feel excited when you read it? That's a sign you're on the right track. If it feels like someone else's checklist, maybe something society told you to want, then throw it out and start over. Most importantly, once you know what you want, stop settling for anything less. The moment you compromise on something fundamental, your values, your standards, your happiness, you start moving further away from the love you actually deserve. This isn't about being picky. It's about being intentional. There's a huge difference between having standards and having unrealistic expectations. A standard is something that protects your peace and aligns with your values. An unrealistic expectation is demanding perfection from someone when you're not even perfect yourself. Know the difference. The relationship you dream of is possible, but only if you stop accepting less. Decide what you want, claim it, and don't waver. The more clarity you have, the faster the right person will show up. Stop waiting for the right person to walk into your life. Start becoming the person they'd be excited to meet. You want someone confident? Then own your worth and start showing up like you believe in yourself. You want someone emotionally mature? Work on your own emotional intelligence. You attract what you put out. So if you're stuck in negative habits, low self-worth, or complaining about how love never works out for you, guess what? You're going to keep attracting situations that prove you right. If you dream of being with someone who loves adventure, be adventurous. Go try that new hobby, take the trip, and step out of your comfort zone. You can't sit at home binge watching Netflix every weekend and expect to suddenly meet an exciting, passionate partner. You have to match the energy you're calling in. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about growing into the best version of yourself. The one who is fully ready for the love they desire. Because if you want a high-quality relationship, you need to be a high-quality person first. That means working on your mindset, your habits, and your own happiness before someone else enters the picture. Think about it. If your ideal partner walked into your life today, would you be ready for them? Would you feel confident, secure, and whole on your own? Or would you expect them to fix the parts of you that you haven't taken care of yet? The best relationships happen when two complete people come together, not two people looking to be completed. Your future partner isn't just looking for someone to date. They're looking for someone who inspires them, someone who challenges them in the best way, someone who adds value to their life. Be that person. Not for them, but for you. When you become your best self, love stops being a desperate chase and starts being a natural alignment. Energy doesn't lie. If you're constantly frustrated, negative, or focused on what you don't have, people can feel it. On the other hand, when you're excited about life, taking care of yourself, and radiating confidence, you become magnetic. You stop chasing, and the right people start showing up effortlessly. This is also about raising your standards. You can't attract someone amazing while still entertaining situations that don't serve you. Stop giving time and energy to half-hearted relationships, toxic cycles, and people who don't see your worth. If you want extraordinary love, act like someone who won't accept anything less. It's time to step into the version of yourself that's already in the kind of relationship you want. How do they think? How do they carry themselves? What daily habits do they have? Start doing those things now, not later, not when you meet them, now. The love you want starts with the way you love yourself. When you elevate your own life, your relationships will elevate with it. The partner you're looking for is looking for someone like you, so be the person they'd be excited to find. If you keep telling yourself that love never works out for you, it won't. If you believe all the good ones are taken, you'll only notice evidence that proves you right. Your mindset is shaping your reality. It's time to fix it. Think about this. The most confident, happy, emotionally healthy people are out there right now looking for love. Do you really think they're sitting around saying, "Ugh, dating sucks and I'll never find someone"? No. They know their person is out there and they trust the process. That's the mindset you need to adopt. Your brain is wired to find proof of what you believe. If you keep saying, "I always attract the wrong people," your subconscious will focus on red flags and familiar patterns. But if you start saying, "My ideal partner is already on their way to me," your brain will shift to seeing possibilities instead of limitations. You have to stop carrying old stories into your future. Just because your last relationship hurt you doesn't mean love isn't possible for you. Just because you've been disappointed before doesn't mean you always will be. The past does not define what's ahead unless you let it. Start rewriting your beliefs. Instead of saying, "I'm unlucky in love," say, "I'm learning and growing, and the right person is coming." Instead of "dating is exhausting," say, "Every date brings me closer to the right match." Words matter. They shape your energy, and your energy attracts what shows up in your life. If you want a healthy relationship, you have to stop expecting failure. You don't walk into a job interview thinking, "I probably won't get this." You don't plant seeds in a garden thinking these probably won't grow. You trust that effort leads to results. Love works the same way. Every time you catch yourself in negative thoughts about dating or love, stop, flip the script. Ask yourself, would my future self, the one in the relationship I want, be thinking this way? Probably not. So why are you? This isn't about toxic positivity. It's about choosing a belief system that works for you, not against you. Doubt and frustration are normal, but they shouldn't be your default setting. If you keep believing love is hard, you'll make it harder than it needs to be. Decide today that your person is out there. Decide that you're worthy of an amazing relationship. Decide that love is coming to you in ways better than you can imagine, because when you believe it, you'll start seeing proof of it everywhere. You can smell desperation from a mile away. It's that energy that says, "Please pick me. Please like me." And guess what? It's a total turnoff. Love doesn't respond to desperation. It responds to confidence. It responds to choice. When you act like you need someone to complete you, you're giving away all your power. You're saying, "I'm not enough on my own." But here's the truth. You are. The happiest, most fulfilling relationships happen when two whole people choose each other, not when one person is trying to fill a void in their life. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who's desperate for attention, validation, or love? It's exhausting. It's like they're pulling energy from you instead of bringing energy to the table. Now, flip that. Have you ever been around someone who is so secure, so comfortable in their own skin, that their presence alone is attractive? That's the energy you need to embody. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. You do not need to chase or beg for someone's attention. You are not here to audition for love. The moment you start acting like you are the prize, the entire game changes. Here's the secret. Confidence is magnetic. When you carry yourself like someone who knows their value, people feel it. You stop overanalyzing texts. You stop settling for breadcrumbs. You stop twisting yourself into a version of yourself you think someone else will like. Instead, you show up as you fully and unapologetically. And here's the wild part. When you stop chasing, the right people start showing up effortlessly. It's not because you stopped caring. It's because you shifted your energy. Desperation says, I need someone to love me. Confidence says, I love myself enough to wait for the right person. Big, big difference. Dropping the desperation doesn't mean you stop looking for love. It means you stop acting like your life is incomplete without it. You keep living, keep growing, keep loving your life as it is, and when the right person comes along, they're just a bonus. You're not searching for someone to save you. You're looking for someone to add to the incredible life you're already building. That shift alone will attract a completely different kind of partner, the kind who respects you, values you, and meets you at your level. So let go of the frantic energy. Let go of the fear that you'll never find love. Trust that the right person is out there looking for you too. And in the meantime, live your damn life like the confident, self-assured person you were born to be. You know exactly what bare minimum energy looks like. It's the text that takes days to get a response. It's the half-assed effort. It's the person who only shows up when it's convenient for them. And yet you keep making excuses. No more. You are not here to beg for attention, to tolerate inconsistency, or to accept less than you deserve. If someone isn't matching your energy, stop chasing them. If they're making you question where you stand, step back and let them go. People treat you based on what you allow. If you keep excusing bad behavior, guess what? You're teaching them that it's okay to treat you that way. But when you raise your standards and enforce them, one of two things happens. They step up or they step out. Either way, you win. This isn't about being demanding. It's about recognizing that love should feel mutual, exciting, and effortless in the right ways. You should never have to beg for someone's time or attention. When someone truly wants to be in your life, you'll know. And when they don't, you'll be confused. Stop trying to fix people. Stop trying to convince someone to choose you. If they can't see your value, that's their loss. The right person won't need to be convinced. They'll show up. They'll match your effort. They'll make you feel seen, appreciated, and wanted without you having to fight for it. And listen, I get it. Letting go of low-effort people can be hard. Sometimes it's comfortable. Sometimes it's familiar, but keeping people in your life who don't truly value you is the fastest way to block the ones who will. Here's the deal. Bare minimum energy is disrespectful. And every time you tolerate it, you're disrespecting yourself. You deserve consistency. You deserve effort. You deserve someone who meets you halfway. No, all the way. So what do you do now? You stop texting first every time. You stop making excuses for why they don't prioritize you. You stop accepting breadcrumbs when you know damn well you want the whole cake. And if someone can't rise to meet your standards, you walk away with your head held high. Because the moment you stop tolerating the bare minimum, you make space for something so much better. And trust me, better exists. You can't just sit on your couch, close your eyes, and wish for love to show up at your door. That's not how this works. Manifesting isn't magic, it's mindset plus action. Yes, visualize the relationship you want. Feel it, believe in it, but then get up and do something about it. You want to meet someone amazing. Put yourself in places where amazing people are. Try that new hobby, take that trip, say yes to the invite instead of making excuses to stay home. Love isn't going to knock on your door while you're binge watching Netflix for the third weekend in a row. You have to go where life is happening. Now think about it. If you want to attract someone fun, adventurous, and social, but you never leave your comfort zone, how do you expect to cross paths? You have to start living like the person who's about to meet the love of their life. That means being open, being engaged, and putting in effort. Energy attracts energy. If you're constantly saying there's no good people out there, you'll only notice the ones who prove you right. But if you start saying, I'm always meeting interesting, amazing people, you'll start seeing opportunities everywhere. It's not luck, it's awareness. And let's be clear, this isn't about forcing anything. It's about expanding your world. Trying new things, going new places, and becoming the version of yourself that naturally attracts the right kind of love. It's about saying yes to life so that life can say yes back to you. Every action you take toward your best self is an action toward your best relationship. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, get out there and start creating the life that love is excited to walk into. You can't move forward if you're still gripping onto the past. If you're dragging around heartbreak, resentment, or the pain of old relationships, you're making it impossible for new love to come in. It's like trying to run a marathon while carrying a backpack full of bricks. You're slowing yourself down for no reason. Let it go. Whatever they did, however they hurt you, however things fell apart, it's done. It's over. And the only person still suffering from it now is you. Holding on to that pain isn't protecting you. It's blocking you. And listen, I get it. Moving on isn't easy. But if you keep replaying old memories, comparing new people to your ex, or assuming that every relationship will end the same way, you're setting yourself up for failure. Not everyone is like your past, but if you keep expecting the worst, you'll keep finding it. Forgiveness doesn't mean what they did was okay. It means you're choosing your peace over your past. It means you refuse to let someone who hurt you keep controlling your emotions. When you hold on to anger, bitterness, or regret, they still have power over you. The moment you release it, you take that power back. Make space for something better. Clear out the emotional baggage, the old wounds, the limiting beliefs. If you want love to come in, you have to be open to receiving it. You can't build something new if you're still living in the rubble of what broke you. This is your reset, a fresh start. Love isn't just about finding the right person, it's about being ready when they arrive. Do the inner work. Let go of the past, because the future you want, it's waiting for you to make room for it. You are not late. You are not behind. There is no race, no deadline, no invisible clock ticking away, telling you that you should have found love by now. Love is not on your timeline, it's on the right timeline. Stop comparing your journey to everyone else's. Just because your friends are getting engaged, married, or having kids doesn't mean you're falling behind. Life is not a competition. The right relationship isn't something you force, it's something that aligns when you're truly ready for it. And I know waiting is hard, it's frustrating. You wonder why hasn't it happened yet? But every single moment you spend worrying about when love will come is a moment you're missing out on your own life. Your job isn't to control the timing, it's to keep showing up for yourself until the timing is right. The universe, fate, God, whatever you believe in, knows what it's doing. Every relationship that didn't work out, it wasn't wasted time. It was teaching you something. It was preparing you. And right now, you're still being prepared. So instead of stressing about when love will happen, start trusting that it will. Let go of the desperation, the doubt, the timeline you made up in your head. Shift your focus to becoming the happiest, most fulfilled version of yourself, because that's when love finds you, not when you're searching for it, but when you're already whole on your own. Your person is out there. Your story is still unfolding. And when it all finally clicks into place, you'll look back and realize it was always right on time. Stop waiting for someone else to come along and make you happy. That's your job. Your life isn't on pause until love shows up. The best relationships happen when two complete people come together, not when one person is looking for someone to fix them. So ask yourself, are you treating yourself like a priority, or are you waiting for love to give you permission to feel worthy, happy, or whole? Because here's the truth, when you build a life you love on your own, you attract people who love life too. Confidence is magnetic. Independence is attractive. There is nothing sexier than someone who knows their worth, takes care of themselves, and doesn't need validation to feel complete. That's the energy that draws in high-quality relationships, the kind where two strong individuals choose each other instead of leaning on each other out of loneliness. This is about showing up for you first, taking care of your mental, emotional, and physical health, setting boundaries, going after your goals, surrounding yourself with people who lift you up, loving your life, not just waiting for someone to join it. When you make yourself a priority, something shifts. You stop tolerating half-hearted effort. You stop settling for people who don't match your energy. You become the kind of person who naturally attracts healthy, fulfilling love because you've already created that fulfillment within yourself. So start now. Pour into yourself. Build a life so full, so exciting, and so rich with purpose that when love does show up, it's just the icing on an already damn good cake. Start acting like love is already a done deal, not if when, not maybe someday it's happening. Because the way you talk about it, think about it, and carry yourself. That energy is everything. You ever notice how people in great relationships just have a different vibe? They're not desperate. They're not doubting. They walk through life with this quiet confidence, this ease, because they know they're loved. You can embody that energy right now. Stop saying, if I meet the right person, start saying, when I meet them. Stop walking around with the energy of waiting and start walking around with the energy of expecting. When you believe love is coming, you show up differently, you radiate differently, and people feel that. This isn't about being delusional, it's about shifting into a mindset that attracts what you want. When you assume love is already unfolding for you, you stop chasing, you stop settling, and you start aligning. You become the person who's ready for love, not just hoping for it. Think about it. If you knew without a doubt that your ideal partner was on their way to you, how would you live your life? You wouldn't stress over timelines. You wouldn't overanalyze every date. You'd relax. You'd enjoy the process. You'd focus on making your own life amazing in the meantime. That's the energy that brings love in faster, not scarcity, not doubt, certainty. The belief that love is already on its way to you, unfolding in ways you can't even imagine yet. So start carrying yourself like someone who is already in an incredible love story, because you are. You just haven't reached the best part yet. Here's the truth: manifesting your ideal partner isn't about luck, it's about alignment. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts the kind of love you want. You don't sit around wishing for it, you step into it. You start living, thinking, and showing up like someone who knows love is already on its way. And while you're at it, raise your damn standards. Stop tolerating bare minimum effort. Stop making excuses for people who don't prioritize you. Love should feel mutual, consistent, and easy in the right ways. If it's not for you. The right person will meet you at your level, and if they won't, let them go. Most importantly, trust the timing. You are not behind. Your love story is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. Stop stressing about when it will happen and start focusing on making your own life so full, so exciting that when love does show up, it's just the cherry on top, not the whole damn cake. Because at the end of the day, love isn't something you chase, it's something you align with. The energy you put out is the energy you attract. Walk through life with confidence, with certainty, and with the absolute belief that your ideal partner is already on their way to you. Because they are. So go. Live your life like the person who's about to meet the love of their life. Because when you do that, when you fully step into that version of yourself, love doesn't just find you. It can't resist you.